everybody, this is Frank, and this is Joe from
Mojo Plumbing.
And if you are a buyer, a seller, or homeowner, or a real estate investor, you don't want to miss what I'm about to tell you. So right now, if you knew that your housing stock that was built from the 1980s and earlier, they have cast iron pipes on their drain pipes. And that's anything that's drain pipes that's actually coming from your toilets, your sinks, going out to the curb, to the sewer, or the septic. That only has a useful life of 30 to 50 years. And so homes that are built actually from the 1980s and earlier may need replacement. And the 80s seem like it's yesterday, but it was about 40 years ago. So if you have that if you want to understand what kind of piping you have, if you are a buyer of real estate, a homeowner, or someone that's going to be remodeling their home, you should get your pipes inspected by a camera. And so Joe has these cameras, and again, it's Joe or a plumber that will go in there and actually inspect the condition of the drain pipes. And if the condition, and understanding the condition is important, because if you notice at the end of its useful life, there's cracks, there's breaks in the pipe, then you have two choices. The two choices are replacing that or relining. But replacement, if you're going to replace, you're going to have to break through the sidewalks. You have to actually probably demo your kitchens, your bathrooms, tiling work to get to it, and that can be very costly unless you're going to be rehabbing the home. Then you can do it all at once. But if you're not going to be rehabbing the home, then the cost-effective way is you should consider is relining your pipes, and that's why this message is important, because that's another option. Just came out a couple of years ago, and Joe's been doing it for about 3 years now. It's fairly new, and it's something that you should know about. And I have Joe here to explain the process of the relining. And Joe, if you want to explain, he's been doing a great job. It's several days worth of work, but he can explain the steps that are involved.
Step one is to camera the sewer line. That's step one. Step two is to install a clean out. Most older homes do not have a clean out. And this is what a clean out is. It's an opening to your sewer pipes. See, you should be able to see the water flowing. Once we install a clean out, then step two would be, that would be step three, excuse me. Then step three would be sewer descaling. We put a special machine in here. This is called, what I have to my left hand side is called a coat sewer descaler. And we put that machine inside there, and what it does is it grinds the rust that's in there. Once the rust is grinded and becomes fine powder, then we use a second machine called a sewer jetter. The sewer jetter then blows out the fine dust, which once before was rust, now it's dust, and we sewer jet it out. After that's done, then we do something else called drying out the pipes. Drying out the pipes, basically we just put blowers on top of the vertical vent stacks, we blow it out, and we sewer dry the pipes. Once the pipes are dry, then we start the pipe lining process. You have two different type of systems. You have, one is called epoxy pipe lining, then you have the fiberglass felt, which is just a balloon that blows up and it hardens like a rock. So basically that's the process. And this process, we do work from 9 to 5. Guys, once 5 p.m. is over with, we all leave, your sewer pipe is active again. This is Monday through Friday. Once again, we start at 9, then we leave at 5. Once we leave, you're allowed to use all your sewer pipes. It's a great technology, and it works for all these older homes.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Joe. And just to reiterate what he was just mentioning, that's the main thing with relining the pipes, which again is something to consider. You can occupy the place, and which is a big advantage, especially if you're a homeowner or if you're an investor and you have tenants. That could be very costly. You cannot move the tenants, so they'll just be a certain part of the day. They won't be able to use the water, but at night they'll be able to use it, so they can progress through the process. So hopefully you found this interesting, and this is a tidbit of information that you should know. Again, for all buyers, and also for your homeowners. So those before you start venturing on in some major capital improvement project on your bathrooms, your kitchens, especially if your house was built before 1980, you should definitely get your sewer lines inspected and see what you're dealing with, so you can fix them before you get into your projects and understand this option that you have available. Thank you so much, Joe.
Thank you for your time.
All right, take care, everybody. See you around. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.